Realtors, real estate agents, and anywhere else in between, this one is for you. Listen, realtors, you will close way more deals once you understand this. Hello, you got Mr. Smith, point five of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and in this brief video, I just want to speak to the realtors as it relates to closing more deals. I've said it once and I say it time and time again. As a realtor, you're more than just a person who sells homes. You're a person who delivers a product that people will create memories in for a lifetime. So understand that you're developing or creating a product and a business centered around giving people a place to hold memories. This is where people celebrate holidays, birthdays, things of that nature. So once you understand that, you view what you do from a different angle. You're not just selling homes, you're selling the ability to create memories in a place that a person loves. So think about the entire experience. And many of you want to sell more homes or close more deals, but you're missing out on one avenue that can help you do just that because you're thinking about it from a small angle. Listen, you got to kind of look at it, and I'm going to compare it to this business because a lot of people underestimated this business. And because they underestimated this business, nobody is safe. And that's Amazon. Because people underestimated Amazon, no business is safe because he always saw the bigger picture. He always understood from A to Z. You see that little arrow that's a smiley face? He wanted to sell anything from A to Z. He wanted to be the everything store. But it started with books. And had he stayed at that low level of thinking, like, I'm just going to sell books, then he probably would have been a monster in the book world in terms of selling books. But that's only competing with the library, Barnes and Noble, Books a Million. That's only competing with them. But he gravitated and took a presence in the online world overall. And now it's a force to be reckoned with no matter what industry that you're in. A lot of businesses are shutting down, and a big part of it is because of Amazon, whether they care to admit it or not. Malls are shutting down, clothing stores shutting down because people are loving the ability to order from Amazon at an affordable price and get it fast. They focus on two things: low cost and speed. But that has carried out into them dominating other spaces. So not only is not retail not safe, even grocery stores he's entering in their space. Shipping, like the post office, not safe. I can't think of one industry that is safe from Amazon's momentum. And that includes you as a realtor. I'm gonna be honest, because if Amazon is selling everything that it's selling and you and expect them to sell it, just understand it's just a matter of time before they're selling real estate. You got to think like that. You got to start thinking holistically. A lot of times we don't see it until it's already happened and then it's too late because they could easily be selling cars. And I think they are. They're selling cars. They're shipping things to remote islands. They want to be the go to business for anything that you want. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of domination. And that's a whole nother video. I don't want to go too deep in that. I just want you thinking like they're thinking. Now, what does that have to do with you as a realtor? See, you need to become a force to be reckoned with as an individual, as a realtor. And you might turn it into a bigger company and you're able to do bigger things. But as a realtor, you need to be the individual that a person can come to buy a home, and you have a catalog of homes that you're willing to consider selling them. But not only do you have a catalog of homes that you're willing to sell them based on what it is that they desire or what it is that they want. That's one part. You have the ability to sell any home, even if your real estate agency isn't the home or isn't the company that's marketing that home. You have the ability to sell that home. I'm preaching to the choir. You already know this. However, not only do you want to be in position to sell them whatever home they want, you also want to be in a position to help them get from where they are now to where they want to be. Many times you run into people as realtors who are wanting to buy a home but not quite ready to buy a home. That may be a debt to income ratio issue, it may be a credit issue, it may be a cash flow issue, it may be a host of those things. They're just not quite ready. The person that a realtor loves the most is a person that's pre-qualified. Why? Because they're already in position and they're already bankable and they're already able to possibly go ahead and buy a home as long as it's in the price range that they got pre-qualified for. You know this. So if you love dealing with people who are already pre-qualified, why not you serve as an assembly line or what have you for people getting pre-qualified. So now even if they're not thinking about a home, you have an assembly line in place that's taking a person from not having the best cash flow, having an off debt to income ratio, having poor credit, but you got a vehicle that they can plug into, that they can do it themselves because they're learning the steps. And if you choose that you want to do it, cool, or have somebody else to do it, cool. But you need to be able to monetize the process that they have to go through in order to get from where they are to being able to be qualified. And now, if you take them through that process and you're helping them, solving their problem, making them feel more confident in terms of buying a home, do you know how many people will automatically come to you because you help them get from point A to point B? Why would they go to anybody else to purchase a home when you've helped them do all of the preliminaries? We help people get access to a platform that teaches personal financial success, overall personal financial success, lower your debt, minimize your expenses, minimize your taxes, boost your own credit. Understand that. Understand investing and understanding how to put your money in investments. And then one day you might be able to use that investment, depending on what type of investment account it is. And that might be your down payment towards your home. How do I know? We did it. We put money towards an account and we were like, okay, we can just use this as our down payment. And it's like we never lost the money because it's tied up into the home because of the down payment. So that's a whole nother conversation. But the fact that we are helping people get overall personal financial success, what that does is this: it makes people wish that we were realtors or wish we had something else to sell them because they trust us and the information that we've given them. We plug them into a system that helps them do the things that they want to do to better their credit and all of the things that I've listed. So they're like, hey, you know anybody that sell home? We can refer somebody to them if we partner with certain realtors and definitely help them close more homes because we helping them get through that process. But imagine if it was you. Imagine if whoever you talk to, and yeah, you can get some great deals, and sometimes credit isn't that big of an issue. If a person is over 620, you can get it done. But imagine if you saw a person and you're really there to help them. Be like, look, yeah, I have a system that can help you better your credit, no matter where it's at right now. And now, as you go through that process, you're in a better place so you can afford even better home because your interest rate will be better. You're able to educate them along the process. You're going to be the most recommended realtor because you do both. And for the realtors who do both and have some type of system, and I recommend plugging them into a system that doesn't require a lot of your work. Some realtors fix credit and mailing off letters and all of that, and that's fine. But many people value their time, especially right now. Yeah, I know, people have more time on their hand during this time frame, but people still value their time because it still feels like it's not enough time in the day sometimes. That being said, if you can plug them into a system where they learn it and understand it for themselves, you're empowering them as an individual. Because if you fix the credit for them and then the credit get messed up again, they're not going to know what to do. And yeah, they can come back to you, but if you serve them in a way that teaches them to be the individual who understands it for themselves and cut out the middleman, now you empower them forever. You empower their family forever. And because you put them in a position of power, even when their family is ready to buy a home, they're going to recommend them to you because you empowered them. So people remember those who empower them, and people remember those who collected a check but didn't do anything to make sure that they were going to be solid from that day going forward. So realtors out there, what I have for you is a financial success membership. The membership includes software so people can track their debt, their income, come up with a debt elimination game plan, gives them an 8-step formula on how to have personal financial success. And a part of that is acquiring a home. So all you have to do is plug them into the 8 steps that we provide. And you say, boom, do this, boom, do this, boom, do this. Okay, at this stage, if you're currently renting, now you want to consider buying a home. It's built into it. So now that's where you shine at. Now you're able to sell them a home because you've already helped them with these other steps, just following the process that we teach in our personal cash flow plan. So understanding that is understanding what you'll get access to. On top of that, you'll get access to a DIY credit platform. The DIY credit platform houses maybe 2.5 hours worth of videos. And I know that might sound like a not that might not sound like a lot. However, the power in that is this. A lot of times if people get access to so much information, so many videos, you find out that they have what's called paralysis analysis. So they get a lot of this stuff, but they don't do anything with it because it's just too much. There's just too many things. They feel like they gotta watch something else. Trust me, I've been there. But 2 hours and a half is not that long. So it's a 10-minute video here, 15-minute video here, 8-minute video here. And all of these have downloadable documents that and letters that they can use to start bettering their credit. It's all included and they can go through it without a lot of fluff. So they're going to appreciate you there because of the time that you'll save them. And the biggest thing, and it's a host of other things that they get access to, the education and network, things of that nature. You'll get access to people who, the network alone, you'll get access to people who want to buy a home just because you're a realtor and you're making moves and making money inside of the platform and the system that we recommend. But more importantly, it's affordable. It's affordable. Many people don't mind paying for value, but don't get me wrong, they don't mind saving a buck either. So by affordable, I mean less than $40 a month to get a membership. And then depending on when you're watching this video, you might be able to get access or get started for $30. And you as a realtor, that's a tax deduction for you because you're typically a sole proprietor or some type of 1099 employee or 1099 worker. So the things that you spend that help further your career and further your success and get you in a position to close more homes can be tax deductible. Hopefully you understand that and get with your tax professional so they can make that expense a tax deductible expense. So depending on when you're watching this, you can get access for 30 and then it's $35 a month. And all you did was get access to a membership that you can use yourself if you need it. But now you can position all of the people who wouldn't be ready to buy a home with a solution that can get them in a position to buy a home, and you're giving them a blueprint and a game plan on how to get in position to buy a home. And when they're ready to buy a home, who are they going to want to buy the home from? I give you one guess. Of course, you, because you empowered them. So that's really what I wanted to speak on, realtors. Make sure you do not underestimate the power of you being the Amazon, you being the person that provides multiple things, because now you become the force to be reckoned with and you're not depending on anybody else. I speak to a lot of different realtors from time to time and they're like, yeah, I just give them to somebody at my bank. Somebody at my bank helps them, but this person on the team helps them. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But if you're leaning on them, then that person that they help might get in a position to where they're ready to buy a home, and sometimes you might not be the person that sells them the home and you just never hear from them again. But come to find out, they bought a home. They just bought it through somebody else because somebody else was also a realtor on the back end and they was able to not only help them, but also sell them a home and you didn't do the selling. So keep that in mind. And if you want access to the blueprint, to the platform or the membership that I'm referring to, click the available link below. It takes about 2 minutes to get access, 2 minutes to get started. Once you get started, I get a notification, and the notification that basically said, congratulations, so-and-so just became a member. And you're already doing these things, so it's not a lot of fluff that we have to have in forms of conversation. But I'll reach out to you personally, have a conversation, see how I can assist you, point you in the right direction so you'll know what you got access to, and just be of the most assistance that I possibly can. Not to uh, throw you off of your game in terms of how you operate business, but just to give my insight based on my level of expertise and me doing this for a certain amount of time and being a certain amount of years and being able to see the power that this has in helping realtors close more homes per year. All right, that's all I got. Mr. Smith signing out. Share this with a realtor that you know. Click the link. Go ahead and get started right away. Or if you have questions, I don't mind answering any questions that you may have. But the easiest thing to do is get enrolled because it's very affordable and it's a tax deduction, which means that it pays for itself. Salute.